Shalom, shalom. To the 144,000, the elect. Before I get started, let me give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rokah Kodash. Double honor to the apostle nails, a great millstone. Peace and blessings to the brothers that preach the truth in the four winds of the earth. May Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, have mercy upon you. All right, y'all, let's get into this deportation. You know, a lot of you all were laughing at those making fun. You know, you so-called black people, which is, you know, y'all was laughing and making fun because they of the Northern Kingdom were going through hell, and you all were thinking, most of you all were thinking you was safe. Especially ones that had the darker skin, should I say, per se. But anyway, you know, that's what the Supreme Court sided with what Trump on nationwide injunction, meaning birthright citizen is what is no longer safe. What does that mean? Before I get into this video here with this young lady here, the name of this video, he said, let me guess, she's not black American. See, you know, most of us think, but guess what though? If you just look at her, I don't know what she is. She could be Haitian or immigrant or whatever, right? But you just think she's a so-called black woman. But if you all wouldn't get on here and put yourself out there, maybe the people wouldn't even think about you. But you know, Eve's so ignorant. When I say ignorant, I mean they'll get on here and broadcast just like, okay, a good example. When they be getting on here and broadcasting, talking about some all the food stuff they get, and I got 3 baby fathers, and I get X amount of money, and blase, blase, blase. And boy, little did y'all know that Trump be on social media just like you all do. And guess what? He's just as petty as you all are. So this is why you see the magnitude of the hell that you all are catching now by the hands of DJ Trump. But hey, you know, when it's all said and done, all of this here is of the Heavenly Father, man. Regardless, let's see something. What I want to say, I wanted to look up who does the new law on birthright citizen. Let's see something. Here it is. A new law or executive order or restriction birthright citizenship would primarily affect individuals born in the United States to non-citizen parents. Meaning, you know, normally if just say a Northern Kingdom, let's say a so-called Mexican, right? To a Mexican, right? Have let me see. Hold on, let me get it right now. A new law or executive order restriction birthright citizenship will primarily affect individuals born in the United States to non-parents, particularly those who are in the country illegally. There it is right there. The ones that's in the country illegal, right? And normally, if the child is born in the United States, it's considered to be a citizen of the United States. But now, the Supreme Court has changed that. Birthright citizen is no longer safe. So, you know, normally if you're born here and you got over here in America, you can get your little birth certificate and everything, whatever. But 9 times out of 10, a lot of these just say Hispanics walking around here, and they don't have the proper paperwork, man. They don't have no documentation. So a lot of them been walking around here and been living lavish too now. Cause you know they ain't filed, if they ain't got documentation, they ain't filed no taxes. So they've been getting away for a long time, especially in the California area and Texas area where there's a lot of them at. But now the Northern Kingdom, I mean the Southern Kingdom is not as safe. Just is not as safe as the. When I say Northern Kingdom, I'm talking about the well, hell. Well, y'all don't know. Well, Ephraim, Manasseh, Simeon, Zebulun, Gad, Reuben, Asher, Issachar, Asher, Naphtali, right? And these are what? Shit. Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Dominicans, Guatemala, American Indians, Seminole Indians, Mexicans, Uganda, Colombians, and Argentina, Chile. Those are the ones I say Northern Kingdom Israelites that has really been affecting this deportation. But now Trump is going after the Haitians now, right? That's a portion of the Southern Kingdom, and because when I say the Haitians, the Haitians are Levi, right? Remember they were bringing all of the old Haitians over here and giving them what they were giving them money, whatever to fund what their lives and just I know y'all remember because I think I did a couple. I don't think I know I did a couple videos on it concerning it and but now the Southern Kingdom, which is your so-called blacks, Western Indian, which is the Benjamin, is affecting you all at this present moment now. A new law or executive order restricting birthright citizen would primarily affect individuals born in the United States to non-citizen parents, particularly those who are in the country illegally or on temporary visas. This is because the current interpretation of the 14th Amendment, 14th Amendment, which guarantees birthright citizenship, is being challenged. So just about any of y'all can be can be challenged with your birthright, especially with your parent. And now if your parents illegal, you illegal. No more birthright citizenship is no longer safe in said America. You saw him doing away with all you Negroes. Well, hell, look at it as a good thing for some of you all anyway, because a lot of you all wicked as hell, and you're gonna burn anyway. You just last a little longer when you take that MOTB, because a lot of y'all gonna take the MOTB anyway. Take that chip, right? A lot of you all gonna take it anyway, and then in the process you take, you might last a little longer, but the effects of that well, that's a whole nother story. Okay, children of undocumented immigrants, the most direct impact will be on children born in the U.S. to parents who are in the country without legal permission. People got it wrong. They just, especially they just running their mouth. They not out. Well, I heard about 2-3 minutes of this video here, this young lady here, and I just cut it out, so I'm going to do a video on it. So, I can't go in great detail concerning her because I ain't heard the whole argument what she was saying. But children of temporary visa holders, it could affect children born to the parents in the U.S. on temporary visas, and such as work or student visas, if the law redefines birthright citizenship to exclude these cases. Existing citizens. Here we go. Existing U.S. citizens, including those who gain citizenship through birth or naturalization, would not be directly affected by a change in birthright citizenship law, according to the ACLU. However, however, the change could lead to a chilling effect, making some families fearful of accessing public services or participating in society. So a lot of people gonna go in hiding. You notice a lot of these stores and stuff been empty as hell, man. I used to see Northern Kingdom left and right, but that's a very 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 broad brush. Cause skin color, skin tone don't matter. There's a lot of people that are in this country. Well, hell, what about the damn white immigrants? Thousands of white immigrants that came from Ukraine. They over here illegal. Well, hell, they got probably give them citizenship though. That's the difference. See how you see how this is how you know that the so-called white man, he is what? He is the ruler of the earth, man. Huh? And they have special rights and privileges, man. Even in stolen land. Even in stolen land. Now, if you want to be real technical about it, right? We all are some former foreigners, especially the Southern Kingdom. But because why? Because we was foreign to this land because the Northern Kingdom, which is our brothers and sisters, the Northern Kingdom or the children of Israel, we are what? If it's their land, it's our land, because we all are the children of Israel. But hey, we in the time of Esau, Edom, he's ruling. This is his world. So we all are legals. If you want to be technical with the shit, anyway. But like I said, that's a broad ass brush that Esau, Edom can paint. States. You say the effects would be felt differently across states. Some states like Colorado have laws or court rulings that protect birthright citizens. There you go. You better run to Colorado. Colorado have laws or court rulings that protect birthright citizens. According to Colorado Public Radio, others might face immediate challenges if the law is implemented, according to the Texas Tribune. See, there we go. Y'all gotta understand, man. Esau, Edom, man. The white man make laws every day, man, and they make them up. I mean, that's what West law is. West law. It's made up, so they can come back tomorrow and make up another law and say this and say that just to get one of their own out of trouble, and then turn right around and then close the door again. Potential for legal challenges. The Supreme Court recent decision was limited with the power of courts to issue nationwide injunctions mean that the legal challenges to such a law could be more complex, take longer to resolve, according to the NPR. So there you go. Trump get rid of all you niggas out of here, man. Trump always hate the Israelites, man. Always hate Israel. I'm doing a little more reading again, but I'm gonna listen to this sister here, this video here. Let's start from the beginning.
So I don't know if y'all saw the recent Supreme Court ruling. I'm sorry, I'm trying to cry. But they sided with the Trump administration on nationwide injunctions, which was preventing birthright citizenship. Which was preventing Trump's birthright citizenship executive order from going in effect. And so essentially it's a 30-day pause before whatever guidance they put out will go in effect, which essentially means that you can't do a nationwide injunction to curtail some of his executive orders, which essentially means that it puts 250,000 children. It puts 250,000 children in limbo.
So she sound like she crying about she must got a child that's a illegal immigrant or something. That's what it sound like with what she going into. So I mean, cause she's children. So she must be talking about children. She ain't talking about herself. So she must got a child by an illegal immigrant or something, or Haitian or something. I don't know. Let's hear out.
And we know that they don't want to stop there. They've already been trying to position to put U.S. citizens in foreign jails, which we know a lot of that will be black and brown people. And the Supreme Court basically said that they can rewrite the Constitution unilaterally. So it seems the only way to protect yourself or your child, and like I'm trying not to cry, but as a mom, it's hard to imagine you not knowing if your child is safe. Citizenship is like the bedrock of.
Yeah, it sounds like she got a child by a immigrant or something, and she must put it on a birth certificate. A lot of you are so now, man. A lot of you women catching hell now. Which is a great thing because y'all been listen, man. Y'all been living lavish in Esau's kingdom. You've been doing real good over here. You've been doing real good over here. You know, that's why you think 70% of y'all obese. You eating good. You eating good. You eating good. You living good. You going on a trip that a lot of so-called black men ain't never seen. So now that Jacob Trouble is tightening the grip a little more, and it getting a little more hard and hard, and it gonna get rougher and rougher, baby. It gonna get so rough you're gonna find yourself in a hell of a situation with whatever and whoever. Hmm? The cock carousel gonna be riding you. You ain't gonna be choosing which one that you gonna ride. For what? For what? For money. You be riding here laying up in a box asking for a bottle of water, spreading your legs. Nobody gonna want it then. Ain't no water in business.
The Constitution. If you're born on the land of the United States of America, you're a citizen. So for the court to put out this order and then not even comment on the merits, which essentially puts all us in limbo, it takes years to get to the Supreme Court. That means you can be a citizen in California, but you might not be a citizen in Texas. And we've already seen them use the National Guard to go and usurp the governor of California. And the courts have already ruled in that situation that they have the ability to usurp the governor and use the National Guard if they feel like it. And we all read that executive order where he wants to do that. So you could essentially have ICE agents going into hospitals and ripping children from their moms. Where does that stop?
Ripping children from their moms. So, like I said, fella, it sounds like she. Let me go to the comments for a minute. Let's see something here. Sound like she got an immigrant child, man. That would have sound like, y'all. Let me read some of these comments here. Beast Morgan say everyone who looks black who's worried about that isn't black Americans because we know our parents didn't travel here already pregnant and gave birth to us here. Most of us don't care or give a damn anyway. Deported, whatever. No, I'm reading verbatim, y'all. It's not I'm not even writing this down. I know black, but no black, no. Keep that same energy on the what? On the flight back. Hey, man. See? Hey, man, listen. When they say divide and conquer, man, they talking about our ignorant asses, right? Because Esau Edom divided us, man. We hating each other, man. Just, most of us hate one another, man, more than we hate Esau Edom, the so-called white man, man. We hate each other like hell, man. Okay, what the anecdote narrative say? We have what? Absolutely no responsibility to continue supporting anyone or any group that are actively practicing anti-FBA freed men hate. He hold them loud and clear. This is dumb stuff, These people just been not. Let's see, we are not runners. We are FBA. All these abbreviations. I'm not good with all these abbreviations, y'all. Let's see what Pink Sky say. Pink Sky say, real life, baby of slaves, right here. FBA stand up. Our ancestors suffered and fought for this. For us, the free ride is over. Do you understand where we are? Where are we from now? Where you from? Where you from? You still lost. I bet you. Yeah, is they not fought for us, still trying to say fought for us, still up to what this they or what are fighting to us. So, there we go. The Northern Kingdom at the Southern Kingdom head, just like in when Apostle Paul came to preach to the Gentile, which was Israelites. You had the Northern Kingdom, the Southern Kingdom, just like today. In the Northern and Southern Kingdom going against one another, and Southern Kingdom thinking they better than the Northern Kingdom, because we know that I can't say what we all know, but the Northern Kingdom was, I think, like 100, almost 150 years, right before 100. I know it was 100 something years, 120, 150 years. Was in captivity before they came and got Judah from the west coast of Africa. So hey, they say 1491, and then you got what coming to get us in 1619. So hey, there it is. We're gonna be in. Most of us gonna still continue to be enemies to one another, because that's the ignorance of our people and not knowing who the hell we are. Let's hear a little more.
He's starting with immigrants, but we know that's not their goal. The architect of all this was the Heritage Foundation, with the use of Stephen Miller, with the idea that immigrants were making the country more diverse. In order to fill that diversity, you have to essentially remove that population from the country. So now it's immigrants. Next, it might be nationalized citizens. Next, it might be Black Americans. And the 14th Amendment was made specifically because there were a bunch of slaves that did not have a place, that were...
No, baby, the 14th Amendment affected everybody. Made everybody a slave to the taxes, and so forth and so forth and so forth. So the whole world, hey man, Esau Edom been tricking us for the longest. So, she don't know that, she don't know no better anyway. You're gonna burn anyway, because it's quite clear that you don't know or could care less. You ain't even calling on Jesus. Normally they'll say something about Jesus, which is probably a good thing, because Jesus can't save you in these times. He's not going to save you.
U.S. citizens. So they had the 14th Amendment so that all people would be citizens. And essentially, all that's in limbo.
Yeah, because they want them taxes.
The other nationwide injunctions that we're putting against the Trump administration are now in limbo. The only option, it seems now, is to have a class action lawsuit, which takes a long time to farm, and you literally would have to have your name on that lawsuit to have any kind of form of protection. And there's no telling that the Trump administration won't argue that class action lawsuit, that class, isn't illegal, because let's say if you're not a legal citizen here, then what's preventing them from saying that you don't also benefit from our laws and the ability to have class action lawsuits? I'm so sorry I did this crime. I just can't imagine. And this is the reason why it goes back to I don't understand why we can't have bold leadership in the Democratic Party.
Have you heard about Ryoko Pro?
Ain't got nothing to do with me.
Do you see how far Republicans are willing to go? We don't have anybody on our side that is willing to go this far to protect rights. To protect rights. These people are going so far to rip away rights. Why don't we have any...
See, he be so lost. That that's how when they go talk about that Republican and Democrat BS, they know you lost. They know you ain't got good sense. But a lot of you all never thought about when we read these precepts. One of the main one, which is Isaiah 32 and 9, rise up ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto what my speech. Because the scripture tremble. say that, verse 11. Tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled. Now what? Be troubled. Be troubled ye careless ones, script you and make you bear. So this is the process of scripting you and make you bear. And giving you what? Giving you problems. Because y'all been living lovely over here, man. You know, mostly women are going to be the ones that are going to be affected than anyone. Because I always remember this here, man. The women outnumber men, especially the Judah women, man. Y'all outnumber us, man. This is why a man is supposed to have more than one woman. How else we gonna multiply and like the sand of the sea? Yeah, I know a lot of you I don't like that, like to hear that, but guess what? You gonna hear it on this station here.
Any kind of leadership.
Because the truth is what matters. Isaiah 50:81, cry aloud, spare not. I'm not gonna spare your feeling. I don't give a damn about your feeling, your emotion. Spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression. So we're gonna speak the truth over here, regardless of feelings and emotions.
That is coming out to protect rights. Why not? Y'all tell me what y'all think about all this in the comments. Again, I apologize for all the crying. I did not mean to do that. It's just that I wanted to make this video to make sure other people are aware that essentially the Supreme Court has sided with Donald Trump, and in 30 days, everything just falls in limbo when it comes to birthright citizenship. Citizens, United States citizens, black people, white people, we're not safe in this country. Because it starts with the immigrant. Then where does it go? We all know this story. It starts with one group to see how you will accept it. Then they next target the next group. Then they target the next group. Then they target the next group. But like I said, y'all
it's gonna be alright, man, because the scripture is very clear with that. There's Genesis 49 and 19. Gad the trooper shall will overcome him, but he shall will overcome at the last. So, you know, it's gonna be alright. This good woman here crying too damn much. Let's hear this guy here.
Man.
He say he understands that people are coming over and taking advantage of the system.
But I just wanted to talk about the birthright citizenship thing. I know Trump is trying to end it. I still don't think it's gonna go through, but if it does, I can understand why. Because other countries, if you are born in their country, technically you're not a citizen from that country unless both your parents are citizens of that country. So let's say I was born in Japan to American citizens. Just because I'm born in Japan doesn't necessarily mean that I'm a Japanese citizen, unless the law says I am able to get citizenship for being born on their land. But if it's not like that, I'm a citizen.
Now, every other place is like that, man. Every other place is like that, right? You know, that's just like, you know, the ignorance of you all, you stupid jokers over here in America, right? Just because you was born over here, I mean, you forgetting about your nationality, or who you truly are, or what the Most High calls you. You know, now I'm black. There's no such thing as black. No, I'm African American. How the hell you gonna have? How do no one nationality changes, man? You know, since I've been here on the earth, man, my nationality has changed at least 4 times. Yeah, at least 4 times. My nationality has changed. So how the hell I'm 1 minute I'm a you know, my birth certificate. What does it say? Anyway, that's a whole nother story. But anyway, hey, but I might do a video and show you, and show these the ignorance of our people, and show you that I got my great grandmother, grandfather. I got like 4 different birth certificates that about 3 or 4 generations of my ancestors, and the different terms and the Negroes and the things that they were calling them when they first got us over here. Before y'all start making a big thing out of this black shit and African American. You know, that's a whole nother lesson too for going in on who we truly are. But let's hear this guy a little more.
Citizen of America because both of my parents are American citizens. So I'd be an American citizen. That's the same thing that's happening in the U.S. Trump wants U.S. citizens to have babies, and that baby is going to become a U.S. citizen. He doesn't want illegal immigrants to come in here, have a baby, and have their baby be American citizens. And then there's that problem. The parents are illegal, but the kid is a citizen. How do you work that out?
And that's how they've been doing it. This is why you see them in all of them staying in one damn house. But they have a big ass house though. Them immigrants, they have a big ass house. They have a big house and all of them staying in that one house. Because 9 times out of 10, the children that's born over here, they're citizens, and now they put everything in their name. And then they send the money, most of the money, over back to the home. This is regular. This has been happening. Let me tell you something, man. Eve had the game a long time ago. I'm talking you so-called black women. Y'all was marrying these damn island boys and for what for way back then, man. I know back in the 80s, I remember hearing several times that concerning a so-called black woman marrying and getting $10,000. I think it was $10,000. Could have been a little more, but I think it was right along $10,000. Was a lot of money back in the 80s, man. A lot of money. But anyway, for most, they was getting that money. So Eve been know about this here and been know these things. One thing about Eve, man, they always gonna pass around information, and they're gonna know. And when there was something going on and they can get some free money or get something free, they all gonna know about it. Cause they all gonna communicate and they all gonna get it. Even holding shit and hiding shit for a long time, man. So hey, now it's up.
And someone did bring up a question during this speech that he was having earlier today. And they asked him, what about the baby? Like, you can't necessarily deport a baby. And I agree if you think about it. But the thing is, regardless of how it may sound like, the law is the law. And I'm not saying deport the baby, obviously. I say maybe let the baby stay here for a couple months until he's able to go back with his family. But yeah, it's messed up. I know it's messed up. But like I said, why is it racist when America tries to do something like this, but when other countries do it, it's not racism? Like, make it make sense. I don't hear people crying about this happening in Japan and Korea and Russia, wherever it happens. Mexico even, I don't know.
Lucky, man. Well, hell, let's see if he done.
Like, I'm pretty sure if I'm born in Mexico, I can't be a Mexican citizen unless both my parents are Mexican, right? I could probably go for dual citizenship if I wanted to. But, like, honestly, I just don't understand why people are getting upset over this.
They getting deported. What the hell you mean? You know what? I got a video here concerning these, a recent video concerning these Haitians. They deporting their asses now. So let me click on this video. I'm going to come back to that. See this right here? This was 1 day ago. South Florida. Let me click on this here. South Florida reacts to, let me click on it. To U.S. Hold up.
We're also following more
South Florida Floridians react to U.S. plans to revoke immigration status of Haitian migrants in September. Hey, that's 2 months away. This 1 day ago. Let me read these comments before I get in the video. It ain't but a minute long. So Haiti doesn't want Haitians. The USA has zero obligation to take the world's unwanted We are not a dumping ground. Boy, I tell you, temporary protective status. It's not a permanent program. We own them nothing. We owe them nothing. Fix your own country and leave mine alone. Ain't that something, man? But these white folks, something, man. Why don't you go back to the Caucasus Mountain? Go back to Petra. Hmm? Hey, man, boy. Anyway, Haitians. All of y'all wicked, including you, you Haitians and Puerto Ricans and Colombian, Cubans. All y'all, not 2/3 y'all are wicked as hell, and you gonna burn anyway. So you need to be glad that they sending your ass back. And for you won't get that fire. But you gonna die because you gonna take the MOTB. You gonna die slowly then. You see, Sandra says, Haiti says he can't accept no one else. These are Haitian people. Take back your people. Temporarily asylum or being removed is not a dagger in the heart. It's time to go. Hey, man, he eating like something else, man. Finally, 500,000 of them conventionally forgot to go back to their home country. Bye-bye. Go make Haiti great. Now, think about this here now. Remember when they were sending all these people over here and were giving them citizenship now. They was actually giving it to them, right? Giving them housing, giving them food stamps, and all that. Remember when they talking about they eating the dogs and all that crap? I don't know if that's true or not. Allegedly it was true or not. But the thing is that you can best believe this here. Somebody got rich. Somebody was lining their pockets with when they were sending these people over here. And that a lot of people got rich. These people, these judges and lawyers, they got rich, man. Because they were getting money left and right. South Floridians are reacting by cheering. You know what though? Florida is a diverse. Florida diverse as hell. They got a lot of beautiful women down there. Cubans and Dominicans and you name it, man. They down there, man. They down there. You talking about a variety of women, boy? There's a variety of women down there in Florida, boy. But hey, now they're what? They are subject to be what? You won't get all that variety in them strip clubs now down there. Even though a lot of men don't even go to strip clubs no more. But I never understood that. Going in a strip club and throwing your money up to a bunch of prostitutes. That's dumb as hell. Temporarily means temporary. It doesn't mean they get to stay here forever. They are been here long enough. See, they sending them back, man. If it wasn't for the cats and dog things, no one would have known 20,000 Haitians magically migrated to a small town in Ohio. Yeah, it was 20,000 and just in Ohio alone. I did a video on that. I remember that. Make the USA safer. It's safe for Haitians, not for Americans. That's why there is a ban. They will fix their country. Good luck, guys. Wish you the best. Now let's get to the video. Ain't but a minute and 37 seconds.
Breaking news tonight, the Trump administration set to terminate the temporary protected status program for Haitian migrants. The Department of Homeland Security contends that conditions in Haiti have improved enough for them to return home.
The move would impact hundreds of thousands of people. CBS News Miami's Nakaya Carrero joins us tonight from Little Haiti.
Putting a dagger through the heart not only of individual immigrants, but of immigrant families.
The Department of Homeland Security says that TPS for Haitians will expire August 3rd, going into effect on September 2nd, a decision that comes as a shock to local Haitians.
But making the outrageous claim that conditions in Haiti are getting better. And this flies in the face of their own claims of why they put Haiti on the travel ban because of the dangerous conditions.
A DHS spokesperson said the environmental situation in Haiti has improved enough that it is safe for Haitian citizens to return home. But CBS News Miami spoke with someone in Haiti.
Man, that place is a shithole. A war zone, man. A straight shithole. I mean, with Micah 2 and 10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. You know, America is not your rest anyway for none of us, right? None of us. I'm talking about you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives of this land. This place is not your rest, man. Because what? Because it's polluted with nothing but wickedness. It ain't doing what it shall destroy you. It is destroying us, man, as a people, man. This is why we involved. Esau Edom got us involved in a lot of wickedness, man. This is why most of us got to die doing it, because the Lord don't want you, man. You're not going in. Ain't no niggas going in the kingdom, man. Ain't no black man, no African American going in the kingdom, man. You're not going in the kingdom. Israelites going in the kingdom. You're not going in the kingdom, man. That's no nigga.
Who says the country cannot
And you definitely ain't going shaking your ass in the kingdom.
accept anyone else. People from Port-au-Prince are going to Cap now. If everyone is deported to Haiti, Cap will be like Port-au-Prince because of the difficult condition the country is in. For all the people to come to Haiti, things will get worse.
We've gone to D.C. With TPS holders where they've spoken to elected officials on many, many, many occasions. And now we're looking at a situation where those very leaders are fearful.
All right, man. Let's click back over here, man, to the next one here. Let's go back here to this brother here. Let's listen to a little more of this here, and then I'm going to hit a precept because like my battery getting low.
Maybe this wouldn't be an issue if people would come here legally. That's all I have for today.
This decision, and thanks to this decision, we can now promptly file to proceed with numerous policies that have been wrongly enjoined on a nationwide basis. And some of the cases we're talking about would be ending birthright citizenship, which now comes to the fore. That was meant for the babies of slaves. It wasn't meant for people trying to scam the system and come into the country on a vacation. This was, in fact...
Hold on, you heard that? Let's wind that back, y'all. Let's wind that back, y'all. Let's wind that back.
Birthright citizenship, which now comes to the fore. That was meant for the babies of slaves. It wasn't meant for people trying to scam the system and come into the country on a vacation. This was, in fact, it was the same date, the exact same date, the end of the Civil War. It was meant for the babies of slaves, and it's so clean and so obvious. But this lets us go there and finally win that case, because hundreds of thousands of people are pouring into our country under birthright citizenship, and it wasn't meant for that reason. It was meant for the babies of slaves. So thanks to this decision, we can now properly file to proceed with these numerous policies and those that have been wrongly enjoined on a nationwide basis, including birthright citizenship, ending sanctuary city funding, suspending refugee resettlement, freezing unnecessary funding, stopping federal taxpayers from paying for transgender surgeries, and numerous other priorities of the American people.
Weakening, man.
We have so many of them. I have a whole list. I'm not going to bore you, and I'm going to have Pam get up and say a few words, but there's really, she can talk as long as she wants, because this is a very important decision. This is a decision that covers a tremendous amount of territory. But I want to just thank again the Supreme Court for this ruling. It's a giant. It's a giant. And they should be very proud, and our country should be very proud of the Supreme Court today. African Americans built this nation. We built this nation.
To remind you that 60...
So I'm saying Americans built this nation, y'all. The slaves built this nation, y'all. Off the back of so-called black men.
You know, you're just starting to get real credit for that. Okay, I don't know if you know that. You're just starting to get, you built the nation. We all built it, but you were such a massive part of it. Bigger than you were given credit for. Does that make sense?
So Mexicans are telling black people they're not welcome at their parks. Check this out.
So me and my videographer today, we went and got a few shots at Chicano Park. We weren't there more than 30, 45 minutes. But as we were leaving, a Hispanic lady walked up to us and basically told us that we couldn't be there doing what we were doing. We were told that if we post the footage that we did today, that someone would come looking for us and there's going to be big trouble.
Now, I know it been that way from LA.
See, man, we hate each other, man. But hey, I'm not going to... You want to watch the rest of this video, man, which is a pretty good video, man. You go on this guy page, CG, that's S-E-I-J-I, Hito, H-I-T-O, The Second Coming. So, this is nice, pretty good video. So, let me hit this precept here, man. These precepts here, and I'm going to close this out. Psalm 149. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh, sing unto the Lord Yahweh a new song, and his praise in congregation of saints. Who are the saints? Psalm 149 and what that is? No. Psalm 147 and 19. I think it's 19, man. I can't remember. I know it's, we're here. I'm over here anyway. It's 148 and 14. Sorry about that. 148 14 concerning the saints. Right? Actually, right up here. Lord Yahweh, a new song in his praises in the congregation of saints. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion, which is the Israelites, be joyful in their king. Let them praise his name. His name, y'all, Yahweh. And his son named Yahweh Shah. In the dance, let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and harp, for the Lord Yahweh taketh pleasure in his people. His people. Because why? His son came down here to die for his people, man. Not for the whole entire world. That's a big confusion that a lot of people cannot get. Which is Matthew 1 and 21. For Mary shall bring forth a son. And shall bring forth a son. He shall... Matthew's 1:21 shall bring forth a son. Says she shall what now? That is. And she shall bring forth a son. Thou shalt call his name Yahweh Shai, not Jesus. For he shall save his people from their sins. Verse 4 again of 149, Psalm 149 and 4. For the Lord Yahweh taketh pleasure in his people. This is why he sent the son down here to die for what? The sins of the Israelites. Not for the whole world, man. Come out of it, man. He will beautify the meek. Who is the meek? The true believers. Because most of us are not true believers. Most of us are wicked. And we believe in what the system and what in DJ Trump and the wickedness that they have learned over here in Babylon and serving what? They're serving their own belly. He will beautify the meek, meaning the believers, with salvation, man. Which leads to what? Mercy. Mercy, meaning you being saved during this time from that fire, that lake of fire, which is going to be what? In America. Let the saints, Psalm 148 and 14, be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon what? Their beds. Let the high praises of thy power be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand. So vengeance is coming. That all of these nations are going to get it in the end. To execute vengeance upon the heathen, meaning what? All of the nations as a whole. But mainly this time, what is Esau Edom called? Esau Edom, he's the one that controls the overall aspects of the earth at this present moment, man. Esau Edom, the so-called white man. What that is? Psalm 58 and 10. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of what? Of the wicked, man. Malachi 1, man. Malachi 1, 3 to 4 can tell you who what? Esau Edom is the wicked man, which is the so-called white man. So that a man shall what? Verse 11 of Psalm 58 and 11. so that a man shall say, verily, there is what? A reward for the righteous. Verily, he is what? He is a power that judgeth in what? In the earth. So this is what you seeing is what? This is a Jacob's trouble. For what? For mainly for first you Israelites, which is you 2/3. Well, we all gonna go through Jacob's trouble, 1/3 and 2/3. But 2/3 are gonna get it worse than the what? Than the 1/3. We all are gonna go through hell, man, because we are in a time of what? Of being tried for those crowns. Those for the 144,000 of men, which is gonna what? Gonna lead the charge of what? Of leading us as Israelites and being rulers in the earth. Verse 7 again of Psalm 149:7, to execute vengeance upon the what? The heathen, which is all of the nations, and punishment upon what? The people. To bind their kings, those top banking families that what? That's creating all of the hell that you see here on earth. Because hell is a condition, and hell is a condition here on earth. That's true hell. To bind their king, which is what? The top banking family with what? With chains, and their nobles with fetters of iron. So they're going into chain. They're going into captivity, man. Esau, Edom is not going to be saved in the same manner that the Israelites are going to be saved. They're going to be under the feet of all of the Israelites, man. To execute upon them, verse 9, to execute upon them the judgment written, dishonor have all his saints, which is starting with as a whole, all of the Israelites, but what? During this time, the Heavenly Father only looking for what? The 1/3. His saint, praise ye the Lord Yahweh. So when that normal say, call halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakahakudash, Shalom.